Duncan drops a clanger. Duncan was on his way to the transfer yards to pick up a bell to take to the village square. As Duncan was rocking and rolling on the way to the transfer yards, he passed by Rheneas, who was taking on coal. "Duncan, be careful on your way," he called. "And be careful with the bell on your way too. You don't want to end up derailing off the rails like what you did the last time." But Duncan was too focused on rocking and rolling to hear Rheneas. Duncan soon arrived at the transfer yards. Derek was there and he brought in the bell. The foreman warned Duncan that the bell was heavy. "You must be careful when you take the bell to the village square," he warned. "You must go slowly and carefully." But Duncan wasn't paying attention to the foreman. He steamed away with the bell, and he rocked and rolled along the way. As Duncan raced along to the village square, the bell began to chime. Duncan rocked and rolled, and the bell chimed all the way. Duncan passed by Rusty, who was putting ballast onto the track. "Slow down," Rusty called. But Duncan didn't hear Rusty. Duncan then passed by Skarloey, who was showing some visitors a tour of the Skarloey Railway. "Don't go so fast and take care with the bell," he called. But Duncan didn't hear Skarloey either. He then passed by Bertram, who was taking on water. "Be careful. You'd have an accident," Bertram called. But Duncan still didn't listen. "Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Overly protective engines, clever me," as he raced and rocked and rolled along the line. Meanwhile, Sir Handel was doing some utility work up ahead. Just as he saw Duncan rocking and rolling by. "Slow down, Duncan," cried Sir Handel. "The rails up ahead are wobbly." But Duncan still wasn't listening to Sir Handel's warning. "Steady, boy," checked the driver. But it was too late. "Sleep as a ballast, the bell came off my freight car." And it did. After that, the driver and fireman had to get out and put the bell back onto the freight car. They weren't pleased about it, but worked as hard as they could. They carefully put the bell back onto Duncan's freight car. After that, Duncan remained careful for the rest of the day. As soon as the bell was put inside the clock tower, it rang and it sounded magnificent. What a wonderful sound, Duncan thought. Sorry I wasn't listening to you, Rusty, Skarloey, Bertram, and Sir Handel. "That's all right, Duncan. We know you couldn't help it," said Skarloey. And not only that, despite that you rocked and rolled a little, said Fred, you managed to bring the bell safely to the village square. And next time, I'll be more careful when I deliver something important.